Hi everybody, this is Kristen for RunRepeat.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Brooks Revel 3. The Revel 3 is the third iteration of the line from Brooks. It's a neutral cushion shoe with a medium to high arch support. In this version, they made the shoe lighter and it's got a lower heel to toe drop. When I first got the shoe, I was actually really excited to see the colorway. It has powerful punch color, which I personally love, and it's complemented by a sleek black upper. Brooks is marketing the shoe as both fashionable and functional to carry you from a gym session on to running errands around town. The flat knit upper is designed with smooth lines and is seam free to prevent hot spots and chafing. So if you look, you can see that it's all a single cohesive piece, which I find to be really helpful in preventing blisters and issues issues from the chafing on seams. Another point about the upper is that the fabric is made from heat-activated yarns, which basically means that it's going to mold to the wearer's foot and it's going to keep its shape without loosening from wear over time. I found this to be true. I've put about 150 miles on the shoe at this point, and I haven't really experienced any stretching out of the upper. It's remained comfortable and supportive. One of the biggest selling points for me for the Brooks Revel 3 comes in the form of the weight of the shoe. So I always like shoes that offer a fair amount of cushioning, but I found that when it comes to highly cushioned shoes, they tend to be a little bit heavier, they tend to be a little bit bulkier. So the cool thing about the Revel 3 is that the women's model actually weighs in at 7.9 ounces, which is very lightweight for a cushioned shoe, a weight that you might find in a shoe that's a little bit more geared towards speed. The cushioning used in the shoe is Brooks's Biomogo DNA. Both the sock liner and the midsole of the shoe use this proprietary blend to take impact away from the foot and to distribute it and deflect it throughout the shoe. Now, in my personal experience, I found that the addition of my own personal insoles into the shoe have negatively impacted the cushioning, the support, and of course the weight of the shoe. I experienced some fatigue in my IT band and in my hips as a result of adding my own insoles, so I switched back to the factory sock liner, and since then the issues have mostly dissipated. One issue that I've had with the Biomogo DNA midsole of the shoe is that after putting on a bunch of consecutive miles, the foam tends to tire out and compress a bit and needs a little bit of recovery time in order to restore to its optimal cushioning. If I put on a lot of miles during any given week, I can definitely feel the difference in the plushness in the midsole. So as a result, what I'll do is I'll usually rotate some other pairs of shoes with the Revel 3 throughout the week. So the outsole and the sole of the shoe have held up quite well, as you can see. The sole of the shoe uses HPR plus rubber, which is highly durable and grippy, and a segmented crash pad that has shallow grooves that you can see here that allow for full natural splaying of the bones in your foot during toe off. Again, after 150 miles at this point on the shoe, the rubber tread is showing minimal wear and is performing really nicely. My only issue has been that, as you can see in some spots, little tiny rocks will sometimes sporadically get stuck in the tiny grooves of the shoe, and they can become a little bit irritating during my runs, but that's really not a big issue. I haven't had opportunity to run in these in rainy weather yet this winter, but I have read that the sole of the shoe holds up really nicely and remains grippy in wet weather. The upper, of course, is a different story. The knit tends to absorb water and becomes soaked very quickly, but the sole performs very nicely in wet weather. Overall, I really dig the Revel 3 from Brooks Running. It's a good everyday shoe, it's lightweight, it's nicely cushioned, and it holds up well over its lifetime. Plus, at $100, it's an easy to digest price point, so you'll really get the most bang for your buck over the lifetime of the shoe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Run Repeat's YouTube channel for more awesome shoe reviews.